I'm going to discuss my solution to today's October Lead Coding Challenge. I am Channa Bankapur. I'm a trainer at GoMaster.in. Before continue watching this video, make sure you give it a try and try to solve and then look at this video for reference. Take the October challenge and solve at least one problem a day. So today's problem is number of recent calls. So here we need to develop or we need to write a recent counter class which counts the number of recent requests within a certain time frame, and that time frame is 300 milliseconds in this problem. So the class has a constructor where you can do some initialization. Otherwise, there is only one method which is ping, and it gives t in terms of milliseconds since some initial time. And we need along with considering this time, we need to return the number of calls or number of ping calls made in the last 3000 milliseconds, including this one. So that's why they give this time range. So including t, from t minus 3000, we need to just count and then return, right? So and yeah, these ping calls are always strictly in monotonic order. That means the t value, whatever you get, is always larger than the previous call, right? So looks like it is a relatively simple problem. So if you think about it, all you need is kind of an array of these timestamps in milliseconds, and then whenever you get a ping call, you just have to consider the last up to last 3000 milliseconds. You kind of need a queue here. Every time when you get a ping call, you should just delete the previous ones, or the ones which are older than 3000 milliseconds, because you're not going to need them anyway, right? And everything within that time frame is something you need to count. All right. So let's see, instead of making it complicated and using count a queue, as in maybe using queue itself is more complicated here, because there is a simpler way of doing it. All I'm going to do is I need a quick solution. So I'm going to just take an array or a vector, and I keep, adding these counters or these, ping times. Suppose when I get one, I have this one. I'm going to return one because right now my kind of head of my queue is going to be 0, where I haven't deleted anything so far. And then when I get one, my vector size is 1, so 1 minus 0 is going to be 1. And then when I get the next one, which is at say 100, I see that at head 0 nothing can be deleted because that is still within the time frame. So the answer is going to be 2, because vector size minus head. Then when I get 3001, so now I add this one, my vector size is 3, and I see even 1 is also within the time frame, because 1 comma 3001 is still within the time frame of t minus 3000 comma t, right? So that's why this is still valid. But when I add another one, so the answer is 3 here. When I add another one, say at 3002, so this I need to delete. So instead of saying deleting, I'm just incrementing the head counter to 1, right? That way the size of the vector minus the head counter is going to be uh, the return value, right? So I'm not trying to delete or make it space efficient. Otherwise, we can use a proper queue or even a simple linked list to do that. But I'm gonna just prefer vector. That is the simplest solution for me at the moment. Okay, so let's go to coding. What I need is few data members, so which is I'm gonna keep them private here. We need a vector of all the calls which are in integers, and I need one head index which is going to be subtracted from subtracted from the size of the vector. So head is going to be 0 to start with. Vector doesn't need any more initialization. So whenever I get a ping call, I just have to add it to the vector, right? Calls dot push back is what I need, and then I'm going to add it. So this just increases the vector size anyway, so that I don't have to worry about. So what I need to care for is if there are any calls starting from head which are older than 3000 seconds from t, I need to get rid of them, right? So how do I do that? I'm going to use a while loop. As long as let's say calls of head, which is if that is lesser than t minus 3000, then I'm going to remove that. So removing that is all about just incrementing the head counter for me. So that's all I'm going to do, right? So when I do this, yeah, so after this, my head counter is appropriately increased. So the number of, yeah, the number of, the ping calls within the time frame are going to be just the size of the vector, um, minus head, right? So that should be it, right? So let's see whether it works. Yeah, this worked. So I'm going to just submit it because there is nothing more I should be, it accepted it, right? So that's all I needed to show here. Let me quickly take a look of the code and then see, and look and see how much time it takes. Let's do the time complexity analysis. Right, so here obviously the initialization is done only once, and ping calls are the ones we are going to worry about, right? So suppose if there are n number of ping calls made, so how much time do we take for each of them and overall, right? So each of them, it is not exactly constant here because maybe pushback is constant, but there is a while loop here, right? So a single ping call may not be like a constant thing, which looks like a linear one. So after n calls, if you do just a cursory analysis, it's going to look like we take say big of n square time overall, right? When you make n ping calls, right? So, but this is in the worst case, or maybe this is just a very cursory analysis. But if you do an analysis using amortization, so the amortized analysis kind of tells us each ping call takes big of one amortized cost, right? What is amortized cost here means maybe sometime the while loop is going to run for it's going to run for some number of times, maybe more number of times. But yeah, when it do that, when it does that, head is already going to move and head is never going to go back. So the number of times this head is increased is not more than n overall, right? Because it will never come back and head will never cross anyway n. So that's why the total number of head plus call made in all the n ping calls put together is not more than n. So that's why sometimes this could be heavier, but many a times it is going to be like zero. And that's how overall an average cost of a ping is going to be big of n. Instead of saying average, we call it as amortized, right? So that's why this works overall. This works in big of n time overall, because after you make n calls, it won't take more than big of n time, right? So the amortization is only for one ping call, but overall, when you say, you don't have to call it as amortized, right? It is just big of n. All right. So you can try implementing using a linked list that is little more memory efficient in a way, because when you have lot of calls and then you just have to remember the ones within the time frame, you don't have to remember a lot of them. So that's why maybe using some kind of queue which really reduces the size from the left side is actually better, right? So you can try that, but otherwise I'm going to go with for today. All right. All right. Happy coding. Uh, put comments if you have any comments on this video, or any suggestions are most welcome. And if you have any other solutions, let me know, and questions are always welcome. I'm going to answer them. Otherwise, solve a problem a day and keep your professional life healthy. All right, thank you.